Morning viewer, welcome to Office Factory. Here's the breaking news. Yes, no other animal is as inexorably linked with extinction as the dodo, an odd-looking flightless bird that lived on the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean until the late 17th century. The arrival of sailors brought with them invasive species like rats and practices like hunting. They doomed the dodo, which showed no fear of humans, to extinction in the space of just a few decades. Now a team of scientists wants to bring back the dodo in a bold initiative that will incorporate advances in ancient DNA sequencing, gene editing technology and synthetic biology. They hope the project will open up new techniques for bird conservation. We are clearly in the middle of an extinction crisis, and it is our responsibility to bring stories and to bring excitement to people in a way that motivates them to think about the extinction crisis that's going on right now, said Beth Saprio, a professor of ecology and evolutionary biology at the University of California, Santa Cruz. Saprio is a lead paleogenetist at Colossal Biosciences, a biotechnology and genetic engineering startup founded by tech entrepreneur Ben Lamb and Harvard Medical School genetist George Church, who is working on an equally ambitious project to bring back the woolly mammoth and the thylacine or Tasmanian tiger. Sapiro said that she had already completed a key first step in the project, fully sequencing the dodo's genome from ancient DNA based on genetic material extracted from dodo remains in Denmark. The next step was to compare the genetic information with the dodo's closest bird relatives in the pigeon family, the living Nicobar pigeon and the extinct Rodrigues solitaire, a giant flightless pigeon that once lived on an island close to Mauritius. It is a process which would allow them to narrow down which mutation in the genome make a dodo, Sapiro said. However, the subsequent work that's needed to research the animal programming cells from a living relative of the dodo with the loss of bird's DNA will be significantly more challenging. Sapiro said she hopes to adopt an existing technique used involving primordial germ cells, the embryonic precursor of sperm and eggs that has already been used to create a chicken feathered by a dog. The approach involves removing primordial germ cells from an egg, cultivating them in the lab and editing the cells with the desired genetic traits before injecting them back to an egg at the same development stage, she explained. Even if the team is successful in the high-stakes endeavor, they won't be making a carbon copy of the dodo that lived 4 centuries ago but an altered hybrid form. However, Sapiro said that perfecting these synthetic biology tools will have wider implications for bird conservation. The techniques could allow scientists to move specific genetic traits between bird species to help protect them as habitats shrink and the climate warm. This technology, which works in chickens, it would be amazing to get this to work in lots of different birds across the bird trace of life, because that will be hugely impactful for avian conservation, Sapiro said. If we find that there is something that provides immunity against a disease that's hurting a population, and you know what the genetic changes underlying that immunity or that ability to fight off that disease is, maybe we can use these tools to transfer that even between closely related species, she added. We are the report for Shakti.